Hi everyone, it's Miss Kelly from the Wakanda Area Library here to show you what we're doing with this month's Art to Go kits. This month I thought it'd be fun to do kind of a throwback craft and do some Shrinky Dinks. So inside your kit you're going to find a piece of Shrinky Dink plastic, some templates, some parchment paper, and then this is a pin backing and some earrings. This is so you could do a keychain. You're going to need some felt tip markers. I have Sharpies, but any kind of felt tip markers will work. Scissors, and if you have a hole punch, it's kind of nice too, because you can easily make, a hole for your keychain or earrings. The important thing to remember about Shrinky Dinks is that they shrink down at least 3 times. They become much thicker and stronger, but here's one I made earlier using that circle template. So if you see how small it is, a circle that large actually makes kind of a nice size for an earring or even a small pin. And then I thought this one might maybe be a good bookmark if you want. So the way to do it is you can either freehand draw something right on the plastic, or if you want to print out something, you can print out a picture and then you just lay your plastic right over the top of it. And then here, I'll do one real quick. So I'm going to trace this circle. So if you try and use crayons or even like 2 oil-based colored pencil, that will melt. It won't show up really good. It'll just melt right off your Shrinky Dink. So then we're going to color this guy in. So yeah, you can think of whatever you can think of to make with these. It's pretty fun. It's kind of a cool thing. I think one of the really neat things about Shrinky Dinks is that they were invented by 2 moms that lived right in Wisconsin. They were the troop leader for their sons, and they needed to come up with a craft, and they invented Shrinky Dinks almost 50 years ago, and they're still really popular today. It's a very fun throwback craft. Such a simple craft too, and it's really, you can use plastic, found plastic. It has to be a number 6, so always verify that it's the right plastic. It has to be at least number 6, otherwise it could start on fire. With these though, it'll shrink down about 3 times smaller, but it becomes like 9 times thicker, so it's pretty strong. So it actually, you can use it for a keychain, or you can use it for jewelry. So you could put this on a necklace or earrings or anything you want. Like, be creative, be careful with your plastic, so you'll make as much as you can out of it. I'll give you guys a couple different kinds. All right. So one thing I did learn when I was making my practice ones was that if you do 2 dark colors together, it looks really cool when it's big like this, but I will show you in just a second what happens. Because I thought what was this really cool alien, and when I cooked it, the color intensified, and now it's really hard to see. It's green with black eyes, and it's really hard to see. So maybe next time if I did this, I wouldn't even color the eyes in. I would just leave them so they'd be clear and you could see through. But again, it started out about this big, and now it's done to this big. All right, so when you get your guy colored in, you take your scissors and cut it out. I gave you a piece of parchment paper to put on your baking tray just to help protect it and protect the Shrinky Dink. If you're doing a bunch at once, make sure you keep them farther apart because they're going to shrink and kind of wiggle around a little bit. So you don't want them to melt into each other. And kind of check my cutting. All right, and so I'm going to make a hole punch in this one with mine right here in the middle. Okay, and then you're going to put it on your baking sheet colored side down. So the side that you colored, you're going to turn it down like that. You can make a bunch of little things, make whatever you want out of that. You can cook them all at once or do several different cookings. Your oven needs to be at 325 degrees. Make sure it's fully preheated before you do it. And then when you put your Shrinky Dinks in, you need to watch them the whole time. Within the first minute, they're going to start curling up, and then keep watching until they flatten back down. Once they flatten back down, wait a couple seconds, maybe 15, 20 seconds, and then make sure you're using a pot holder. Take it back out and you let them cool off. And when they're completely cooled, you're going to end up with something like this. So, and that one started the same exact size as this big one. So remember, so once this guy's cooled, I can put him on, maybe put him on my little earrings and have some fun little Halloween earrings to wear this year. Okay? So I hope you guys have a good time. Send me some pictures. I hope I can see your fun creations, and keep an eye out for next month's. Bye now.